Hi everybody, Chef Liz here, Better Lifestyle Solutions, and today I'm going to do some demos of some really great kitchen equipment that has really worked super well for me. And it's all, I thought with Christmas coming, there might be somebody in your family that might want to have one of these, and they're all under $50. Actually, most of them are under 30. Actually most under 20. So I'm going to give you some demos on some of these. I'm going to fiddle with my camera a little bit. I had a hard time. I'm hoping that you can see you can see what I'm doing, okay? I've got my little light set up, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'll make sure. Okay, the first one I'm going to demonstrate is this mandolin, okay? My girlfriend, Robin, she was asking about it, and I said, oh, Robin, that's good. I'm going to do a little demo on some pieces of equipment. This is an OXO brand, and believe me, I did a lot of research before. I even bought a couple different ones that had a bunch of different gadgets. It's a waste of time. This is simple. Of course, I don't know. Number one, I don't have a lot of storage for all those different pieces, and it's just too complicated. So I'm going to show you how this works. Like you can see, it's very compact. This is the legs here. I'm going to set it down. This is the little guy that's going to hold your food. And I'm actually going to do an apple so you can see how well it works. So here is the stand. This dial here has different degrees of thickness on it. And it is great. If you're going to make scalloped potatoes or things like that, it just makes this a breeze. It's so nice. So I'm going to set it at 1/8 of an inch, okay? This blade, I'm going to show you this. This slides in and out. It has a rippled side, so you could do like, if you were doing the slices and you wanted to have a little ridge, sort of like ridged potato chips, you could do that. To tell you the truth, I don't know that I've ever used that. I've always just used the straight blade. So, and it's very sharp, so you want to be careful. So I have that set at 1/8 of an inch, and it's nice and sturdy. You can see this is staying in place. I sure hope everybody can see me, can see everything. Should I move it back? Okay. Anyway, I'm still new. So this is great because it has these little prongs, and you want to use this on your food because you do not want to cut your knuckles on that sharp blade because it'll happen. Apples here we go. Watch this. Don't worry, I'm going to save these little pieces of apple. Voila, finished. See, it's gone. Last little piece. So here we have these beautiful slices of apple, all the same length. All the same thickness, length, it's the thickness. And of course the seeds and stuff in there, that isn't going to bother me. I'm going to deal with that later. I will cut these up and use them into something fun. Actually, I'll probably put them in the next piece of equipment that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to set this aside. I've got my kitchen set up in a little thing here. Okay, so then we're finished with that. Okay, this OXO, that's spelled O-X-O, and it's called the Good Grips Mandolin Slicer. And I checked all these prices on Amazon Prime just a little while ago, and this is $48.99, and I think obviously with Prime, free shipping. So that's it. And I will tell you, it's just easy to clean, and it's, like I said, it's easy to store, and at least for my needs, this has really worked well. Well, I'm going to show you the second little piece of equipment. And this was really fun to get. I bought one of these for my mom, too. And actually, my girlfriend, Pat Bennett, some of you watching, know my girlfriend, Pat Bennett, who lives in California that has ALS. And she's single. And so when she was still at home and she was still cooking, she used this little guy. It's a Hamilton Beach. It's called a Hamilton Beach Party Crock. And you can see it's separate. So this is a cast iron little number, which is nice because you can pop this in the oven. Using that totally separate. And then it's got this heating bottom, which has low, medium, and high. And this is great. Like I've done a couple of chicken breasts in here with a little broth, and when I'm doing something else in the kitchen that I just want to poach some to make for chicken salad or something. And it, just takes a couple of hours on high in the crock pot. I did some on low overnight, and they were just done. So it's really low. I'm thinking that the directions might actually tell you the temperature. I'm not sure. I didn't get that involved in it as far as those details. But what this is kind of fun to do, and I know my mom uses this a lot, is putting apples in here with just a little bit of lemon juice, and if you want a little of agave, and just make like a little apple compote for a really nice, actually very healthy little dessert or treat to just eat, or maybe put in some oatmeal, or just, use your imagination. So anyway, so this is the Hamilton Beach Party Crock, and it is $35.26. So I can tell you that those little pieces of apple are going to go in here. And of course I had to practice with an apple prior. So I have 2 apples now. So they'll be good. I'm going to set this guy aside. And now, speaking of Pat Bennett, this is a piece of equipment that I got for her with her ALS. It was getting hard for her to really use a knife for like chopping onions and stuff. So I found this guy. And this is called the Chef'n, C-H-E-F, then the letter N, Veggie Chop. And this little number, I can't remember how I found out about it, if it was on, maybe an online group, something, or if I can't remember. But this simple little piece of equipment is outstanding. Number one, we are talking 3 pieces. I love that, not complicated. This little number is sharp. And I didn't have any onions. I was going to demonstrate with an onion, but I use chopped pecans. I make this really awesome. I use chopped pecans and some hemp hearts with just a little bit of mustard and honey, all mixed together, and then I press that on top of salmon and bake it. Yum! Delish! So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how good this works, and why especially for someone like Pat that was having trouble with her hands and manipulating a knife, how this works. So this just snaps closed, and then you have this little ring. See this? So I'm just going to set this down, and you can just put your hand right in here, and there we go. Turn. We've got beautifully chopped pecans. Now, yes, I have a little mini Cuisinart that's electric and everything, but to tell you the truth, it actually pulverizes them too much just because I think the way the blade is set up. I mean, I love that little machine, but it doesn't work that well for nuts. This works great for nuts. Works great for, all kinds of stuff that you want to just chop up. It's great. So, I'll be using those for something. Oh, and then it comes, there's 4 pieces. This is, let's say you chop something up and it's like, oh, I don't have to put another container. There you go. I actually don't think I've ever used the lid and put this in the container, or I've either used up what's been in here or put it in something else. So that is wonderful. And that Chef'n Veggie Chop, $14.99. Gift idea, just saying. Now, we are moving on to, oh my goodness, I'll show you these first. I'll show you my super favorites later. These are really great. These are OXO again, really good equipment. And these are it's a 3-pack, and these are called cookie batter scoops. If you go and do ice cream scoops, these probably aren't going to come up. So I got these, they come in a 3-pack, and in the information, they will tell you how much each one of these holds. But I don't use them a ton, but boy, they're the tool when you need it. I actually use this middle size all the time because when I make meatballs for Joe and I, or for my clients, I bake them. And so this makes them just perfect. Just go and then just boom, 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 put them in the oven, bake them, add them to your sauce. Easy squeezy. But I know people that are bakers, you guys that are doing cookies and stuff, this has got to be amazing. I would highly recommend these. They do have a different brand that I looked at that looks like you could get them for $19.39, but the OXOs, these are $39.99. They're pretty heavy duty. They're impressive. I like them. And now for our final one, vegetable peelers. I don't know about you, but I like a good vegetable peeler. And I actually bought these. They have them on Amazon again. Okay, these on Amazon. These are the Titan. They come in a 2-pack. And these are $17.49. And I'll show you why I like these. Where's my carrot? Here it is. Okay, you can just see, this just, I mean, it just works beautifully. I feel like an infomercial. Ooh. I mean, look at that. Titan should hire me. I mean, it just works great. Actually, if you go to Bed Bath & Beyond, sometimes they have like a video going with everything that these peelers can do. So this is wonderful. And what's nice is that the peelings, you know, you could chop those up. I mean, granted, you might not want to use the outside edges unless you really scrubbed it. But, you know, it works great. But here is the piece. Okay, I'm not going to try and say that. This one, what has this little grating, okay, everybody's all over the Zoodle thing and the spiralizers and all that. Oh, I tried to buy one. I mean, I did buy one, sent it back. It was just a pain in the neck. Never really worked right. So, but we like things with the Zoodle noodles, you know, when you want to have the zucchini noodles instead of pasta. So this guy, and here's what I do. I'm going to show you, because I'm going to be doing Zoodles later tonight, is I go down and I go flat. Then I turn it, go flat, watching your fingers, go flat. So you're making like a square, because you don't really want that real pithy part inside the zucchini anyway. I mean, in fact, the core, when you use the spiralizer, they don't use it. So, you know, if you wanted to really save money, I guess you could grate that up and use it in the muffins and stuff. But you know what? Zucchini isn't that expensive. I'm just going to pitch that. So then here, you've got Zoodles. I mean, look at, that's good enough zoodly for me. They don't have to be all curly cute. Straight's good. So I think that I've covered everything that I wanted to do today. Okay, I think I tell you the price of these. Titan peelers, $17.49, Bed Bath & Beyond, or Amazon. Everything you can get at Amazon. We went over the OXO mandolin. We went over the Hamilton Beach Party Crock. Great for fondue too. Keeps it fondue or like warm chocolate dipping sauce, you know, for fruit and stuff. And then we did the Chef'n veggie chop. It's just too inexpensive to not get. You have to get that. And then the trio of the scoops. These are brilliant. And of course, my favorite peelers in the history of the world. So I think that's a wrap for today's live video. I know I don't have a ball cap on today. Do you still recognize me? Anyway, this has really been fun, and I hope you get some value out of this. I would love to know if there's what your favorite kitchen gadget is. Give me some comments. I'd love to hear it. If you've got something that you can't live without in your kitchen. I'm kind of bare bones when it comes to gadgets. I don't have a lot. I just have things that that have to work well, and I'm pleased with it. So anyway, I appreciate you all being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've had a lovely day so far. I took one of my clients out who's in her 80s and very frail. I take her to coffee every 2 weeks. So we've had our coffee this morning, and I'm just having a wonderful day, and I hope you are too. And look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Now don't forget, live better. See ya. Bye.